Hello world and welcome to HaXeZ. In this video we're going to be looking at more custom Flipper Zero firmware in the form of the RogueMaster firmware. I just want to say thank you for all the views on my other videos. I've been quite blown back by just how many views I've been getting. It's phenomenal. If you don't know what the RogueMaster firmware is, it's like the Unleashed firmware. It's custom, it's full of community applications, and it just adds a bunch of new functionality to the Flipper Zero. In order to get started installing the firmware, all you need to do is head to your favorite browser, go to Google and type in Flipper Zero RogueMaster Firmware. Spell that wrong, but never mind, it should be the top link. The RogueMaster is the developer and the firmware, and head to the GitHub page. Now, as you can see there, it's regularly updated, the latest update being 12 hours ago, and we've got a bunch of files and folders here, but what we need to look for is we need to look for the releases page. It's usually at the top on GitHub on the right hand side. You can see there's 7 releases, just click on that and then scroll down until you find the download links for the individual files, and you'll see there we've got a zip, a source code and a tarball. What you need to do is just download the zip and that will download to your downloads directory. Once the file's finished downloading, head to the directory where you saved it, whether it's in downloads or whatnot, and then you should see you have your file there. All you need to do is right click and click extract all and extract it to wherever you want to extract it, and you'll see there we've got all the files inside. The next thing you need to do is you need to connect your Flipper Zero to your computer via the USB-C cable. Wait for it to ping and then open up the Flipper application. You want to make sure that your Flipper is up to date, so you can click on the install on the latest update, and you'll probably want to back up before you do anything else by clicking back up. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to go into the file manager on the Flipper and you want to head to the update directory. So if you see there you got apps, bad USB, dolphin, but you want to go into update. Then you want to go into the file that you downloaded, jump up a directory and grab the whole file and then just drag it into the update directory. And then you'll see you'll get a progress bar, and once that's done we'll be ready. Now that the firmware has been uploaded, head back to the home and click on your Flipper, and you may want to pick it up at this point because it's probably going to be easier, but if you just press down and left you'll see that you have a file browser with all your different files available. Now if you go into the update directory, you can see there that's the directory that we've uploaded. If we click into that directory and we click on update and we do run in application, and then we use the right arrow to click install. Once the Flipper Zero reconnects to your computer, you should be greeted with a lovely picture of Goku in Ultra Instinct mode saying that the RogueMaster firmware update was a success. Then all you have to do is press OK. Then there's a link to their Discord code. Feel free to go ahead and join that. I'm sure it's a buzzing community. You'll see we have a bunch of new custom animations, and here's a little tip for you. If you press and hold down the center button for a couple of seconds, it will pause and you'll get different animations. We got Nyan Cat there. Sometimes it lags out, sometimes it's a bit hard to make heads or tails of it. I believe that's Kirby. I believe that's Doctor Who. That looks like a nice pattern, almost like a solar system. Not sure what that is though. Is that Beyblades? Looks like we got a DEF CON logo there. Not sure what that is. This one is one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. I think it's from Reboot, but I'm not entirely sure. It looks like hexadecimal. If you don't know what Reboot is, it was one of the first animated series, and we're talking like before Pixar animated series, and it was about computer programs essentially. It was just awesome. It's hard to explain, but they lived in a city called Mainframe. There was a guardian and he needed to mend and defend. It was fantastic. It should be on YouTube if you fancy giving it a go, if it's your type of thing. There are a lot more others, but let's get into it. Let's look at what additions these firmwares have made. If you can see at the top there as well, it looks like it's an entirely different sort of battery icon and SD card. There's like a sort of cyberpunk graphic going in between them. But if we fire at the main menu, you can see we've got a clock. It seems to be set by the computer that updated it again. And we can go down to sub-gigahertz, see if we got any new options there. We got read raw, saved, add manually, frequency analyzer, I believe we had this before, test, sub-gigahertz remote, touch tunes, brute, mmap, universal, in the RFID, got some extra actions there. I'm not sure if this is part of the default firmware or whether this is something else, because most of the additional stuff seems to be in the actual folders themselves. But you can see we got our NFC options there, extra actions possibly, Mayfair classic keys, unlock, NTAG ultralight, add manually debug, infrared. You can see we've got some universal remotes there, so we got TVs on that. That should bring up the remote. We got audio. Seems like the same from the Unleashed firmware. Fans, air conditioning, yeah, not much change there. GPIO, we've got some cool goodies in there. Got your standard I button, read and save manually. Got your bad USB, it gives you a warning to say that we're connected with the flipper thing open, so if we unplugged it we'd be able to see that. But normally what happens is you get a list of all the different payloads that you've got. Very good. UTF, again connected with the flipper open, but that's just your two-factor authentication. Gonna have a quick look in settings. Bluetooth, we can turn on or off to pair it with your phone. RCD and notifications, set the brightness, the backlight time. Again, this is all fairly standard stuff that comes with the standard Flipper Zero anyway, but you can see the profile looks a bit different. It's got a Dragon Ball in the left hand corner and some vines coming away from it. Okay, let's look in the applications, starting with games. You can see they've got 2048. Not sure how to really play this, but hey, you got Arkanoids again, which I'm evidently atrocious at. Yep, I'm terrible. We got my favourite, Doom. And again, this runs butterly smooth. Like, I'm really surprised that the developer managed to get it working so well. So cool. Just gonna kill this imp quickly. It's got me down to 76 health and he's dead. Then we can pick up something there. Cool. Got a dice game where you can just roll and you can select the D20, D100, sex, pet nipple. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, see that? You can only press left. It would be nice if you could press right as well. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's got like an 8-ball on there. Some other D dice, so if you're doing like Dungeons and Dragons or something like that, you need to roll a dice, you could use a flipper. That's pretty cool, I like that. Flappy Bird, played this with the Unleashed firmware. Again, I'm absolutely awful at this game, but hey, you know, better to have it and need it than need it and not have it. Not that I think you would ever need Flappy Bird in any situation, but if you're on the train or if you're waiting for a meeting, why not just play a bit of Flappy Bird? You got the Game of Life. I'm not sure how this works. I think, isn't this where it just mimics like Sal Division or something like that, and you can sort of put bits everywhere and it like generates a pattern based on how you do your Sal Division or something to that effect. Mandelbrot set. No idea what this is. You can zoom into it. It looks like fractals, right? So when you zoom into each bit, it's like a fractal. Got Minesweeper. Press play. Game over. I hit a mine. Let's try that again. Okay, so we know there's a mine there. Can we? How do we put a flag on it? Do we just? Oh, I'm not going to try and press anything. 2 there. So 4. Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah, I never really was good at Minesweeper. Monty Hill. Right. Switch. Reveal. Yeah, no idea. I know that's based on that new number game though, isn't it? They talk about it in the film 21, where I think it's 21, where they talk about how your odds increase. It's quite weird. You got your snake. Yum. Tama P1, no ROM. Okay, not sure what's going on there. If you get stuck in menus, just hold the back button and press left, and it should bring you back out. Tetris. Tic-tac-toe. Video poker. That's cool. I love the ASCII art for the flipper. Place bet. Cool. Zombies again. Ah, they got me. Got chess. Looks like that might have just crashed my flipper, so note to the developer there, looks like that just crashed. Let's increase that, you can see that. Okay, fair enough. Oh, you got a different art there. Okay, let's go back in, check out the rest of the games. Applications, games. So there's a lot more games than there were on the Unleashed software. Okay, I think I died there. But yeah, I remember playing something like this for the Atari or the Amstrad. Yeah. And I think that's it. That's it for the games. But you can see there's a lot more than there was, sorry, on the Unleashed firmware. So if we go back into applications, we can go down to miscellaneous. Now you can see we got a calculator. That's pretty cool. Although it is horizontal, you'd have to flip your flipper. DTMF Dolphin. I've got no idea what this is. Okay, it looks like some sort of blue box device. Oh, there is a blue box there. Okay, that's cool. Oh, can you do ringtones off it then and get like free calls like phone freaking? You got your mouse jiggler, multi-converter, decimal to hex, and then you change the value to different values. You got a paint application, which is pretty cool. Make some ASCII art there, or some pixel art. I still haven't looked into what that does. UPCA generator, that's just a barcode generator, USB mouse. Okay, so that looked like that worked that time, but I wasn't sure what to do. HaXeZ cipher. So if you don't know what a HaXeZ cipher is, it's like a substitution cipher. You switch one character further down the line, and then that allows you to encrypt data and things like that. Got an authenticator. Use arrow keys to set pin. Let's get out of that. Okay, those are some applications in the miscellaneous. Let's go into tools. You got a Bluetooth remote, and you can select it for various different things like keyboards, media, and mouse. You got a Dolphin backup to back up your files, Dolphin restore, Pico pass reader. Not sure what that is. RFID fuzzer, we've seen this before, so we can just start fuzzing with the various different types of RFIDs. So you can see there we've got EM4100, HID procs, and it's just like an increased value. Probably take forever to actually fuzz anything, but you never know. Signal generator. Don't really want to start playing with that. Not sure entirely what it is. Spectrum analyzer. Sub-gigahertz brute forcer. You can brute force your different sub-gigahertz, and it'll go through the different frequencies. Sub-gigahertz playlist. Example Tesla. Okay, so I think that is the module or the application that will allow you to open the charge port on Teslas. Not that you should be doing that unless it's your Tesla or somebody you know. USB keyboard. Okay, that disconnects the flipper again. Let's come back out of there. Obviously, because it's emulating USB. So that was interesting. Go back into applications. Got some GPIO options here. You got Wi-Fi Marauder, deauthor, Wi-Fi deauthor. So these won't work unless you have a Wi-Fi module installed. You can buy that on the website though. But deauthor will deauth clients from a wireless access point. Mouse jacker, sniffer, scanner. All things that require GPIO pins. In music, now this is good. If we go into, we did have a music player, I believe, and then yeah, so we got various different things here, so we can play Doom. Go back into the music player. We've got loads of different ones. We've got Evangeline. James Bond. Tetris, Take On Me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mario Brothers. Everything you could ever want, and you can obviously get your own for these and do it. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Music main, yeah, so it's added a lot of functionality, giving you a lot more stuff to play with, and if you get like a breakout board like a GPIO, then that will add a lot more functionality to it. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative and helped you get your RogueMaster firmware installed. Of course, make a backup and be prepared, you know, to end up buying a new one if something goes horribly wrong. But yeah, I will test out some more features and make some more videos later. Kind regards.